Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. It is quite late, but I can feel the energy about tonight. And I thank you very much, for the talk that we had tonight. You know that it means a lot to me. But I can feel this, and speaking of that, I still have to do like earth signs for 2021. I'm going to do that tomorrow. And you guys requested different signs and different situations. Stay tuned. I will answer all of that in one video because my astro videos don't get enough views for me to spend like 12 hours on this thing and more. I'm just going to compact it, in 1 hour and more for everybody. I want to channel DM's energy. I did the same thing yesterday, but I didn't have the audio. Something happened. It was the most beautiful reading ever, full of that cup energy. So let's check, DM's energies. Just the DM as to what he's feeling. And I can see here, I'm seeing someone else. I'm in the dark, and the sun. Do you know what I'm seeing here? He sees you differently. Believe me, people, he was in the dark, but to the sun card now he sees exactly who you are. He didn't see that light within you, people. Believe me, but I have to redraw these cards here. It's over between us. I messed up. Do you see that? He knows. He knows that energy of regret, definitely. Reconciliation on his mind. I got the same energy yesterday. Same thing. No. I need to clarify that. Let me see. It says here we will see each other again, and that is the truth. You need to find like what you call it, like confirmation throughout this reading here. But if you are ever like worried about this here, if you guys will ever see each other again, yes you will. That no is something else, let me see. No other. That's what it says here, people. It's over between us with the DF energy. I messed up. Reconciliation. No matter what the situation here, believe it, people. There is no other. There's just you, divine feminine. I was wrong. Yeah. Same idea here. I messed up. I was wrong. Believe me, people, your DM is starting to like understand the depth, of what he did. Yeah, it's as simple as that, people. And believe me, for him there is no other. No other. And I hope you caught the message. I'm in the dark again. And it's funny, it was that moon energy. Believe me, cup energy, moon energy. Just mark my words, If you're feeling some kind of way, you have tower moments in your lives, and things like this. Don't think for a second your DM is actually not aligned with you. He's going through the same thing, I feel pressure, I feel depression, I feel sadness here, I feel regrets here, and believe me, people, I even feel insomnia here. Let us meet in spirit, people. That's what this guy did to me yesterday, and that I dare not say. I know why spirit erased that reading, because it was for me, or like didn't give me the sound. I literally met my DM in spirit for the first time here and wanted to record this thing. Like really, he gave me clues like he was here. I did it like here, tried to record this thing, editing, no sound. I cannot get it, Believe me, this guy will try to communicate with us today. Cross this invisible line and communicate with us today. Exactly the stuff that I am telling you and it has to do with his feelings. It's not even about the connection, it's how he feels about you. Like, you know, not the divine thing, like the twin flame thing is not what this guy is worried about for the moment. It's the pure feelings for you. Divine masculine. He's right here. He did the same thing to me yesterday. Ooh, people, check this out. Let us meet, man, woman, divine masculine, divine feminine. He did the same thing to me yesterday. Today is for you guys, people. Let me go on. That's crazy. And what I said yesterday is like, yeah, I know that you're here, but like, please, you know, don't do nothing crazy. Don't come around here to spook me, you know, because I'm a gentle spirit, people. That meeting point is very real, people. Very, just way too real, people. That's crazy. Let me go on. I knew I had to channel this today. This here, it says to me like I'm thinking of you as much as you're thinking of me. In my peace, I'm with you. Believe it. That energy of healing, people. It's not that he's healing. He's in need of it. Remember the energies that I talked about: regrets, depression, sleepless nights, all of that. He's in need of healing, you know, so check yourself if you are not in need of healing yourself too. Like, you know, I'm feeling low or something, like all this negativity within, he's feeling it, people, believe me. Authentic truth. I know it. It's funny. I can feel these energies, you know. Believe me, especially if you are feeling like crushed, your person's feeling the same way. And this is like really crazy to me. I can definitely see some union of some kind here, and I'll tell you why. It literally feels like for this thing here, I like the pure masculine versus feminine energy. I can feel the base energy without even pulling cards, you know. And you can only pray that he starts coming to such understandings, you know, and sees the light too. I know that light card is, I mean, no, I took it back to sun card. Yeah. I can tell you something, people, no matter what you think, no matter what's the situation, karmic situation, this and that, you gotta see the bigger picture. There is no other for your person. You know, like, literally you're his soul, just like he's your soul, sorry. Wherever you go, he follows you. Wherever he goes, you walk with him too. And I hope you caught that. It's the truth, people. A change here. You remember the cards I told you earlier? He did not know, or he couldn't see you for who you are. Believe me, that there has changed. And I can see it to the authentic truth here. He knows. He knows. Like tapping into what we call like the wands energy, that divine energy. He knows. Yeah. He can feel the energy, and believe me, people, he's in his feelings about you. But he can feel that twin flame energy too. It's funny. Oh, the only thing I can hear is like, you know, even to this gate here. To this gate here. Let us meet here. And this conversation here is like, you know, I'm ready to talk now. I'm ready to talk to you. That's crazy, because I can feel he will talk in these cards, you know. Believe me, that moon energy is so real. It's literally like he finds himself speaking to the moon, hoping that you would get the message, you know, on the other side to that color card, which represents like vibrations or energies to me. And you can see the cup energy that I can feel it, and I saw it, you know. Pure love. And nothing has gone wrong. Believe me, people, this thing here is too perfect like yesterday. That's all I'll say. Nothing has gone wrong between you and your person. You are the feminine to this guy's masculine. The story is what it is, but that doesn't change anything. It's perfect just the way that it is, whether you can see it or not. Let me go on. And these two cards here together, I have this like little deck here since years. They never showed up beside each other or even in the same thing. Never. Like in one reading, never. That victory here. That card is for me, people. And you know, I think of you, those who've had like tower moments lately, especially if some kind of injustice has been done onto you. You feel worried about that. You know you've always told the truth. You don't have to worry, because this victory is yours. If you worship in truth, believe me, people, the Creator is going to protect you. Just contemplate the situation if that's your case, and don't do anything. Let this truth here be revealed. And you know, the way that I like cards, I can pick the energy in reverse if I wanted to. Don't worry about this thing here. I need one last, but this message for me and for, you know, few others too. You would know exactly. It's about some lies, people, that's, or like the truth needs to come out for one situation to be like clarified in your life. You're worried about that. You should not be. You will get your victory, but you're advised not to do anything and to let, you know, divine forces take care of that situation for you. That unknown factor is funny. This here is spirit messing with me. Saying to me, you know, you can see, you see so much, you know, well, you are not allowed to see how it's going to go. Contemplate the unknown factor and keep worshipping in truth. Yeah, that's what I see, but these cards are for me. I'm sorry, people. You have to understand, I cannot really read for myself. I think I do not want to. And it's also for like a way for spirit to protect me. So I get messages like reading for you guys especially. Never in private readings. It's funny. Let me go on. If you only knew how he judges this connection now, the transformation or the change is very real, people, and I can see it here to authentic truth. Believe me, people, to that star card and the way that I read the Two of Wands in twin flame readings, you don't even know like to which this here is like a little bit like how would you say that in English, to which level, I'm sorry, you know, for my lack of word here, which level, you know, he puts this relationship on. That's like, to him, to the star card, is he knows that's going to be the most significant relationship of his life, because it's actually not one, it's a connection, people, and you can see it here. It's more than a relationship. Relationships is what like people have, anybody, you know. This here, just basically the masculine and the true masculine and the true feminine energy like merging together. That's godly, people. Believe me, to that star card he realizes how much, you know, but I need clarification. And to that judgment card, that's exactly what he comes up with, you know, like that there is out of this world. To the star card, this connection is out of this world. Yeah, he believe me, to that judgment card and that idea of new love and like chasing you, he wonders how he can put it in set it literally in motion, you know, to get you again. This here is get you back, but get you back like we do it differently this time. This time I put like a naive and youthful heart into it, you know, instead of, you know, giving you the whole negativity. And believe me, the masculine I'm channeling right now, he wants to chase you, to offer you this new love here. So you can see the divine feminine card. Please don't go back to like being the chaser. Let him chase you. He wants that, people. Believe me, it's part of the thrill for him here too. It's like, you know, you say men are like hunters or whatsoever. Well, believe me, divine masculines that have come back to their senses, you know, they will enjoy the hunt in some form and want this reconciliation here. That's crazy. Let the natural instincts, you know, kick into this guy here. Don't deny him his masculinity, but that would involve that you would finally understand what it is like to be in your femininity. And feminines do not chase people, they're the receiving energy he wants to give you. You know, it says to me, the devil card to me, if it's not purely negative cards, it says to me like pay attention to the signs. Yeah, that this is what he wants, but you know, don't forget that I know that I messed up myself. So even when I come to these conclusions, like I want this new love, I want to chase you, I go back to like the things that I have done to you that have hurt you. And to that devil card, it was not something small, people. He was wrong. He messed up. Those are the thoughts, you know, that keep like... He knows what he wants. But believe me, at the end of the day, he ends up in this energy here that I told you beforehand. I told you that's how he feels. And we will see more of these cards here, so you know, just remember those. And the way that I want to put them here, believe me, it's because of you. It's because of the things that he has done to you. He knows this is the relationship of his life. He wants a new start, a reconciliation, but he's like conflicted over the things that he has done to you, the way that he has hurt you, basically, because now he wants you. And that darkness is very real. It's funny because, you know, like the way that I read and the energies, they're very steady, you know, with me. But lately I feel like, you know, DM is like drifting in and out of like darkness. He feels really low, then he picks himself back up, and then he feels really low again. Sounds familiar to you? Let me go on. Bored too, but it's not what it is. The spirit saying to me that's exactly how he is, like literally right now. That's how he feels. That's the tea. That's what's up. Something he definitely put an end to. Like for real, for real. He did whatever it is. I need to clarify this here. Yeah, I knew it. You see how, you know, this here is actually the Wheel of Fortune in reversed, people. To that Judgment card too, and even to these cards here, the Devil, to that Nine of Wands. Believe me, people, he disappointed himself by disappointing you. And that Cup energy, I told you up front it was going to be here, you know. I knew it. He ran out of luck the moment he decided to cheat himself, you know, out of a chance to experience this relationship here. The moment he started lying to you, he ran out of luck when it comes to this here. Anytime he's disappointed you to the Wheel of Fortune, at the end of the day, he hurt this connection here, this love here, this true love here. And believe me, to the Judgment card, your person never understood that, you know, better. Believe me, he wonders, you know, if you would even accept spending time with him. And also, if you are single, people, that's what keeps messing, you know, with him, who you spend your time with. Yeah. And it's funny, the thing that I'm channeling, some of them, I don't know if you are aware of that for some of you, but they even think that you're hiding somewhat of a boyfriend or something, that somebody, sorry, that you love from them. Like she's up to no good. Like this here is the damn guilt, you know, like transforming into fantasies. Remember all the deception, the karmics, the lies, the cheating for some of you. Believe me, it's backfiring on this guy here, because even his imagination is getting the best of him for some of you. I can see it here. Some of them think you're hiding somebody you really have something with. And the others literally like wonder who you spend your time with. And believe me, people, it's literally like they cannot stop thinking about this thing here. Jealous. You see that Cup energy is starting to resurface again. I knew it. I told you I can put them all aside. You will see they're like all positive ones. Doesn't get any better than this here in one deck, people. Literally from the Alpha to the Omega. Beautiful, you know. Hope you caught that. There's no other for him, there's just you. And I need one more card here. Your person wants to do the right thing, but some of them don't even know where to start. The conflict within is between the love, the Cup energy that they're feeling, and that guilt and regret and negative energy, which is why this card is here too. He has to understand that, you know, the masculine energy. He played his part when it comes to like more of the negative side, but that doesn't mean that he was not supposed to play that part, or that the situation is not perfect the way it is, you know. And you see if that I'm black, so you know color don't mean anything to me. I take it in shades, you know. So you see that darker side, all he needs, you know, is a little bit of positive to be part of that. And you see like the beautiful side, I mean, you know, the lighter side or whatsoever, all you need, you know, is I mean, even, I'm so sorry, even with that little dot here, it doesn't change, you know, the perfection of this picture here. It's perfect just the way it is. You and him twirling, and these dots are like stains, you know, onto your mix, you know, just being exactly where they belong. And I hope that you heard me. He's got to understand that on his way, you know, to try to do better, or like, you know, to motivate himself. I hope you caught that. He needs to let go of his guilt. And this here, people, it calls for compassion from you two into that Cup energy here. I'm not going to be surprised if a Queen of Cups, you know, shows up. Like, have a heart, you know. I'm glad that I'm the Divine Feminine, people, because I cannot live with this type of feelings there, like, you know. The last time I apologized to somebody for something that I did to them was this summer, and the little guy was 8 years old. I don't play with that, you know. It's hard to feel guilty to that point, is what I can hear. I know what it is already. Oh, yeah, I know what it is. Believe me, against that cup energy, all this red here, and because of you. When I saw this card, all I'm thinking is like detaching, being independent. Yeah, somehow this guy here, because of you people, let's just, you know, put it to the side. There's no other, all of this here I'm saying is because of you. Keeping his distance somehow, like from the karmic, believe me. What he, like where he gives his energy is about this Two of Cups here. The same one I showed you, it's with you. And I don't know how else to explain this to you. This here is like a living type of energy. He gives it a thought literally often, like really generously thinking about this Two of Cups. Is like literally he's working at it, but I'm not saying work. The, what you call it, like the focus, or like the whole time that he spends at that is literally like thinking of you has become his new job, people. And he does that over and over again. It's not one time, it's not twice, it's literally like, you know, sex every 6 seconds type of thing. No, it's just every 7 seconds, you know. And you can see it here too, like something happening for real, for real. Detaching from the karmic in some way and finding, because you know these here don't have major arcanas. Otherwise, believe me, you know, like this dreamers card, like the Fool card or the Hangman would have, you know, replaced all of this here. I can see somebody literally daydreaming, so much so that it's become like a profession, constantly over and over again, so many times a day, you know, about you, wandering like his mind. I can see it here. So that karmic here. Believe me, to that karmic energy, because this card here adds madness, you know, to situations with me. And to that king of air, of swords, believe me, people, it's literally like, you know, DM saying to me, you know, this karmic and my ties to her, whether they have kids for some of them, or they're still together, still living together in some way. I can even see it here. She's literally driving me crazy, and all I'm trying to do is keep my sanity, is what I can hear here. Like the karmic's driving me nuts, you know. Yeah, but I cannot escape that karma to this Two of Wands here. That's crazy. People of like air, you being fully acknowledged in this reading here. So if air is included in your mix, people, the cup energy is flowing, especially if you are of cups too. That cup and air mix here, I cannot ignore that, people. Just what I told you earlier, he is like conflicted between his feelings and the way that he feels about this whole thing here. I can see it, and I need to show you something. All of this here just to let you know that he loves you. I'm telling you, I'll keep piling up, you know, that cup energy, and you'll see it, you know, is right here. Believe it is real. This guy daydreams of you. And that's like his little bubble, and he feels very comfortable there. It's like, you know, I don't need anybody else if I can have my DF in my dreams. And I can literally see it here. No other, just her and me. And even if I don't have her, if I can daydream of her, hey, I'm like the happiest man on earth, you know, is what I can see. And air, you're being acknowledged here. And it's more than that. Remember I told you the karmic is slowly like driving him crazy, to the point where he's like, you know, like, I can't keep my sanity, I have to cut her off. And it will start like getting ugly, believe me. It'll start getting ugly, because to me it should have been either like this or like that. But if she finishes this thing here, it starts with madness and it ends up with the Queen of Swords, and all these swords, you're in a bad situation. It's like walls are going to start shaking. Witnesses are going to be pulled out, literally. That's crazy. This here is a crazy situation, and you would know for the ones involved, you know. I need one more. Stuff that I'm saying to you. Yeah, I know it. I can see myself here, and I can see you here too. What's going on? It's going to happen, people, or it is actually happening. You don't have to believe it. Spirit is saying to me like that your throat chakra literally is on point. Like, just keep, you know, talking this truth, because they will be happening. If you're listening to me, you're resonating with this reading, just listen to it and get the message, you know. I need one more. That's crazy. And there's another thing I can feel too, people. For some of you, a karmic is going to call you. And why I know is Spirit like saying, you know, in that situation, just hold on and you'll figure out what she wants to tell you. For some of you, a karmic's mad and she will try to contact you, people. Just hold on, you'll see. For some of you listening to me. And that cup energy yet again. This here, even if a karmic tries to interfere, people, don't even listen to what she's got to say, because I'm telling you, like, what she's like, she will try to undermine this love that, you know, like DM is feeling for you, or like tell you to stay away from this, from her man, sorry. Don't you even mind her. Just, you know, let's keep stacking that cup energy. It's all good. We need it anyway. And you can see that guy here, that couple here. There's something else that I'm seeing here. So you heard what I said. Believe me, to that Ace of Pentacles, I hope you understand that you guys are still holding on to each other. And this here is the real use, if you know what I mean. And I can see another couple here. If you start showing up in pairs now, you both holding on to each other. When each of you go about your daily life, there's always like a slight reminder of the other one, you know, in throughout the day. And for your DM, just like for you, it happens like many times over, you know. I told you from that Seven of Cups, sorry. It's literally like he's got a new job, your person. Fantasizing and daydreaming of you. And I feel like saying that again, you know, sounds familiar to you. You guys are living the same lives at this point, and I hope that you caught this very message here. Let me go on. Oh yeah, do you remember what I told you earlier? Like, you know, to these cards here, believe it, the connection to him is like, you know, and that's the way he judges it, is the best thing that will ever happen to him. you better believe that your person is starting to see who you are. You see it to these cards here. The Strength, the Queen of Wands, and the Star card. In this reading, you are the star, the F, the one he loves. And please don't make me pull out all of my cup cards here. And you know, I could X them all out and keep this 2. I've used 2. Going towards 3 decks here is showing up every time. So anyways, and I'll tell you something else. The strength, you know, within you too is something that he respects. And believe me, that strength here is also like his connection to you. Do you see these cards here to that strength card? And even that divine connection here and the start card yet again. And even to his judgment, the guy knows that this connection is so damn strong that even if he wanted to, he couldn't, you know, escape it, people. Period. To the star cards here. Best thing that ever happened to him. That's 9 of Pentacles energy. You know what I'm feeling, people? Like, even if they're feeling this way, do you understand really? Some of your DMs, and I can even see it here to that King of Pentacles, they're like filling up their pockets for you. It's funny. It's the second time I got that feeling today. You know, you would know if you hear that, you know, the idea, like, you know, getting my feminine is not just about coming up with feelings or regrets or this and that. Let me go ahead and really try to offer her things, you know. Work on myself, work on my money, so when she shows up again, I'll have something to give her, is what I can see here, to offer this situation here. Some of you are going to, some of your DMs are going to get divorced for you. I can see this independence here, like taking your distance, you know. This here you shouldn't wish on anybody, but I can literally feel like a father leaving his home where he lives, you know, with his kids, having his own place, just to reconnect with you. Be a class act. Have compassion for situations and other people. Don't be like selfish. If your happiness, you know, caused for other people to be like completely devastated, you gotta reconsider your sense of happiness, people, believe me. And I hope you caught that. Especially to that Queen of Wands here. If you're true divine feminine, some of you will have to display that, you know, especially when it comes to these families here. And I hope you caught the message. Some of these karmics are going to reach out to you, people. I can see it, especially the ones who have children with your DM. Yeah, somehow she will always be part of it, you know, and some of them will try to contact you, especially if they know of you, like, you know, I need to talk to you, woman to woman, as to how we're going to do this thing here, since he's no longer a part of my life. Either that, or she's coming with that nasty attitude here. I can literally see it here. Let me go on. It's funny. There's another message here. Do you understand that, like, in your DM's head, literally, like, the moment he gives this cup of love to you, he feels like that's going to be the solution to everything, the resolution of this problem. Like, all I have to do is reach out and give my cup of love to her. That's how he soothes his mind, you know. Buddy, you're mistaken. You're very mistaken. I'm telling you, some of you, the Fs, and I could feel this energy here lately too, in my readings and in myself too. You're like posted, guarded, waiting for this guy here to mess up one more time with you. You're waiting on him to mess up, you know, with this energy here. Like I told you last time, if he cannot connect to this one here in 5D, this one here is waiting for him like in 3D, like what's good, you know, what's happening. Do you remember the stuff that you put me through? For him, just reaching out to you and like showering you with some kind of affection or whatsoever is going to solve the problem. I'm telling you that's not necessarily true. To that judgment card here, it could have been in reverse, like no, no, no. You false judgment, period. Oh, please don't start with me. It's about that compassion energy. This here is somebody saying to me, I can literally hear it, please don't leave me out in the cold. You're not like that, you know, have some compassion with me. And I hope you caught that. This here is saying, change your mind. Don't leave me out in the cold, change your mind. And you see that energy of regrets here. I have to take this card back to, though. Clear message. I couldn't feel this thing. I didn't have the intuition you had, you know, around this thing. And you know what? This thing has literally turned into pure regrets. One thing manifested the other. I couldn't feel this thing, so you know what has manifested? The pure regrets. That energy is here. I need to take it back. I'll tell you what it says. This guy here is trying to tap into my compassionate side, people. I can feel it. Like, you know, don't leave me out in the cold. Like if this cup could magically, literally solve everything, you know, change your mind. Change your mind to that like hangman in reversed. That's the message, people. That's what he's saying to me today. Like, let's turn this thing literally upside down and start walking towards each other. I can feel it here. This is crazy. One more. That's, I don't understand this King of Swords, like literally hijacking my readings lately. Well, I know why, but I wouldn't be surprised if like some of you resonating with me have Kings of Swords in their lives. And some of you have children with that King of Swords too. Well, the King of Swords is here, people. He keeps telling us that I don't even understand, but it is what it is. Let me go on. Yeah, that energy again, I keep trying to tell you, it's real. Your DM is depressed, he cannot sleep, he's feeling some kind of way, and believe me, it even goes like physically with him. Messed up, like, you know, I missed the chance of my life, basically. And you'd be surprised, this card here for the moment is like everybody listening here, everybody involved. I'll tell you what Spirit is trying to tell me. It's like, you know what, no matter if you want to believe it or not, at the end of the day, all of them, you know, end up in regret like that. That's a little bit like the name of the game. At a certain point, all of them end up like being totally messed up here. Period. That's the name of the game. That's how the game goes to that Ace of Swords. It's like Ace of Pentacles, sorry. It's like, you know, sooner than later all of them end up just here, messed up, can't sleep, can't eat, you know. Shout out to Daniel Boom, you know, losing hair, teeth, and sleep over you, over their decision that they don't know, but like every DM goes through that. That's how the game goes, and I hope you caught that. Let me go on. Solitude and that hermit energy. You think you're the only one feeling lonely? And I'll tell you a very easy way to start coming into this energy. For those who date, who see other people, who live life, you know, a little bit, you go on your date and things like this, and then you go back home, you're still feeling empty or like lonely or something's missing. That's exactly how he's feeling. To that Ace of Pentacles, you better believe what your girl's trying to tell you. Let me go on. Next time he'll learn to choose wisely. That's how the game goes. Fulfillment of wishes. Do you see like how he's stressing out? Believe me. Just another cup energy. Obsessed with you at this point, I'm telling you, you know. Obsessed to that base chakra, you better believe me. Obsessed. That's going to be the title of this reading. And this is Spirit saying literally to me, like, you know what, DF, start rejoicing. Now you know the name of the game, just start rejoicing. Yeah, they can run away from you, but they all hit this brick of wall at some point in time, regretting every single thing that they have done to you. You should not rejoice. You should actually have some compassion for him and just keep doing what you do. Connect to spirit, you know. Because, you know, to that base chakra here is a little bit like spirit trying to what you call it, I know it, to that choose wisely too. You want your wish fulfilled, choose wisely. Don't be in that base chakra energy. Would you rejoice? Spirit, you know, you and me, we've been talking for some time now. To that base chakra, no, I'm not going to rejoice. I'm going to cry for him. It's the universe talking to me, yeah. Like, you know, I can hear it like, yeah, that's my girl. This card here, it sends me back to you are the universe, you know, and I'll tell you something. I hope you heard the stuff about your DM. Never forget that you are also like tested in this thing here. You better believe what I'm trying to tell you to those cards here, like woman and man. You think it's only about him? Once he returns, or once he starts feeling like that, how are you going to be to him? Are you going to show your divine feminine qualities too? I can see her here too. Or will you be trapped, you know, in that Queen of Swords energy, the one who can literally never forget? She's out for blood, you know, for like revenge. Be mindful. To that base chakra is all I can tell you, because you are being tested too. Obstacles and challenges. Let him go through those. You see, that is a little bit like somebody who's afraid to go towards the other side because of that fracture or something, afraid to miss, but the other side is there. You can see it. All you have to do is jump. Let him take this leap of faith here. Let it be difficult for him, you know, to come back to you. You're going to make literally a better man out of him, and I hope you caught the message. Let me go on. Healing. Your person's messed up and is in need of healing, all because he has messed up. That's that. Yeah, that you see that card like wild. Again, it adds like madness or intensity to things. You can see it here. Please don't die on us, DMs. And if you really feel bad, you can even email me. Contact me. Do you see what I'm trying to tell you? It's not even funny anymore, you know. That's crazy. Messed up over losing you. If you really understand the twin flame journey, you would understand too. You're his muse, you know. Believe me, people, you're the one who literally showed him God, the light, what it means or what it would be like to be a decent human being. And just because of that, believe me, you will always like stand out for him. So don't worry about the karmic, you know, just worry about being a true divine feminine. That's the one he likes, that's the one he loves, you know. It's literally like you're his goddess, you know, before he is your god. And I hope you heard that. I got one card here. These families on my channel is very real, people. And I'm telling you to these cards here, like, just brace yourselves, people. For some of you, it's been going on and on, like, you know, always the same thing. It's going to get better. But I am worried about this card here. Like, what are you doing here? Self-love. Let your person find to that. Let him literally learn how to love himself, despite his negative side. And just like pat yourself on the shoulder, because you know no matter how he turns, you would have been instrumental at that, people. I can even see it here. That's the real reason to rejoice. You would have brought your person to the light. It's not about pride, people. Believe me, this here is, there's no more pride left. It's literally like I don't want to lose face. I lost my face to this here with the stuff that I have done, and I hope you caught this message here. I lost my faith, I lost my face. What's going on? What is he trying to tell me, you know? You heard what I said. Alignment, I knew it, you know. I told you earlier. Figure out where you are. Your person is exactly in the same level. If you're dealing with low energies, he's still in low vibrations. You're ascending, he's ascending. Period. That cup energy is very real. Lost in his feelings, you know, for you. Union card, I mean. Believe me, people, whether you're with your person or not, your DM, in his head, he's in union with you. It's a little bit like you guys are in union, but you're like each of you on one side of the room, and you're wondering when you're going to have it, you know. It's happening. Please, you know. Where are you? And you know the card I'm looking for is our card. Is Spirit saying to me, are you getting the message? Do you hear what you're trying to tell other people? Okay? I know you hear. Right here. And it came like this, actually. Do you see this union here? Because I can see it here. Believe me, people, whether you're together with your DM or not, you're resonating with my energy. You've made it this far. Do you see it to alignment and like this union card? You guys are in union like right now, whether you know of it or not. And the only thing that's like, you know, separating you is literally like just walk towards each other, is what I can see. It's crazy. Oh, please. There's only space between you guys. You guys are feeling the same way. You guys are one. You guys are in union, whether you can feel it or not. For some of you, there's only space between you guys. And that's the message for today. Let me go on. I'm starting to like this deck here. I don't know. Patience. I hate that card. I don't know where you guys find yourselves, but I don't have no more patience for anything. I'm deciding to live my life. if, you know, this whole virus situation gets better, I'm going to travel, you know, this summer. But believe me, I know it, you know, to the situations with families, just families most of all. You're the ones who are really going to have to chill out and be patient, you know, about this thing. Though I know it's not going to be easy, you know, but I hope that you caught the message. Yeah, because other people are involved in your mix, you know, I can feel it. Goddess of the moon. Didn't I tell you about that moon energy to begin with? That cup energy. Water energy is just so strong in this reading here. Your person is in his feelings about you. He loves you and he wants to be with you. You know, it's just that there is like these obstacles between you. And for the craziest part, he's the one who caused them, you know, so you would understand his dilemma. It doesn't change how he feels. There's just space between you guys. But some of you are already in union, whether you know it or not, you know. It's funny, it's like there's the beginning of something to that first chakra. Because, you know, that base chakra is not my energy. It's more like a new start, like starting brand new, or like going into like unknown territories, people, believe me. You guys are going to experience something together that you've never experienced before, and I hope you caught you've never been there before. And appreciation, didn't I tell you? He regrets, you know, the stuff that he did to you, and now he actually appreciates you. That's the message to the world card here. It's funny. It's funny. If you ever felt like an outsider, people, like a scapegoat, people, like, you know, you were different, you're a freak, you're this, you're that, you're like anything, you know, just to like try to put you down because of your differences. Believe me, people, even if you're different, sooner than later this world is going to start appreciating you too. But it's a little bit like, you know, you had to be given the okay by your DM. And you would understand why, you know, even to that card alignment. I am not a hypocrite. If it was not for the twin flame journey, I wouldn't even be doing tarot today. I wouldn't even, you know, try to, or like this soul journey, I wouldn't even try to pick on these things here. If God gave me love, like, you know, whatsoever, 10 years ago or whatnot, I would have never been where I am today. Your person appreciates you now. The world is going to appreciate you now. And I feel like the same thing is going to happen to him too. He will no longer be the villain, you know. If he wants to, he can actually be a hero from now on. And I can see it here. It's crazy. Let me go on. Surrender to the divine. I cannot top that card, people. So I hope not with this deck. Let me try one more. Surrender to the divine is what your person is doing, and that's what you should be doing. Anything else will fail. Calling in your soulmate, that's what your person is doing. Praying, visualizing this thing that could bring you guys together. I told you, daydreaming of you, like, check this out, people. Yes, this is your soulmate. I can feel that. So that was my reading, people. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and I shall see you soon. Good night.